Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to my 12 Days of Christmas. Now, today we're going to be talking about CHRISTMASSACRE. Now, CHRISTMASSACRE is a 2015 film which runs approximately 78 minutes and is written and directed by Mike McMurman. Now, this stars Annette Wozniak as Nicole, Jeff Almond as Dwayne, and Keegan Chambers as Carissa. Now, these were all practical effects done in this film, and it was shot in 15 days. Okay, guys, story time. I was so excited when I found out this came out, and this is done by Wild Eye Films. So excited. I bought it because I look for new movies to do every year for the 12 Days of Christmas. Well, I got it, brought it home, and I was excited, so I went to watch it. And after about 10 minutes, I realized I've seen this movie before, but I cannot remember where. So it was bugging me, and I shut it off because I was like, something's going on here. I know I've seen this film. I know it. Well, after doing research, and it took a while, CHRISTMASSACRE is actually Secret Santa repackaged. Thanks, Wild Eye. Okay, it doesn't take away from the fact that I like this film. It just kind of irritates me a little bit that they changed packaging and, kind of duped me. And I'm sure people are saying, well, why didn't you just read about it and all that? Well, if you read about it, it sounds like half of the movies from Wild Eye. Half of them are low budget slashers like this one. And when I originally looked at it, when I got it home, after I figured out that I'd seen it, imagine that. The back is virtually identical. Yeah. Except for, and this is kind of irritating too, the original Secret Santa has a making of, let's see, it has director's commentary, behind the scenes documentary, and trailers. This has trailers. So why didn't they pour it over the other stuff? Would people figure out that they'd been duped by saying it's Secret Santa and not CHRISTMASSACRE? Who knows? All I know is I kind of felt gypped on this one. And I don't like when companies do this. Now, Wild Eye had done this once before that I know of, and they did it on Bread and Circus. Now, with this one, I was a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? I was a little bit more accepting because Bread and Circus, which came out a long time ago, was out of print. And they brought it back as a different title, which was Alien something or other. And they put it in their Raw and Extreme label. So you couldn't get Bread and Circus anymore because it was out of print, or it would cost you quite a bit. You could get this new one for a reasonable price. That didn't bother me too much. But what was the reason for this? I just don't get it. And I know there's a lot of people out there who cannot stand Wild Eye. I am not one of those people. I am grateful for what they did for me and my channel. I don't really review their movies anymore because I have so much other stuff that I'm doing right now. But that doesn't take away from the fact that I always enjoyed their films. I mean, you know what you're getting into, you know it's low budget, but it's a great way to see what's coming out as far as like young filmmakers, and it's just cool. But something like this kind of bothered me. Now I'll get into a plot for both films because they're both the same. The only thing they did was change the title card in the beginning. Basically, you have a sorority house. These kids are in school, and they have a party at the end of midterms, I believe. And they're getting presents. And the presents are, they don't know who they're from Secret Santa, which makes more sense. Um, and they're like tools, like a drill or a hair dryer or a hammer. And basically, they're getting the present that they're going to be killed with, which I think is incredibly clever. And I always liked this film. By the way, my suggestion is buy this one because it has a making of, which is very, very cool. It's still a good movie, so if this is out of print, I don't think it is, but then you can always buy this one. But you don't get the making of, which I think is kind of cheap, but whatever. All in all, this is a fun movie. I'm not happy that they brought it out under a different name because I think that is dishonest to the consumers. But I mean, people got to make a living somehow, I guess. So check out Secret Santa. If you can't check out that one, check out CHRISTMASSACRE. And remember, guys, physical media matters. And until next time.